I'm an
You didn't
idiot.
hit record, did you?
I know. I
You're
hit start streaming again.
Yep.
Hey, stream. It's
Hey.
just fucking January.
I ended
Now
it.
it's February the 1st.
Not February for me yet.
No, I started streaming. I was streaming earlier today. I was streaming 14 earlier today, and
Lay gas.
I guess my my buttons clicked over to it. Anyway, yes, it is. It is February 1st, which means 1/12 of 2023 is done. Dalit over here thinks
I
it's
hate
gone
this.
by too fast, and
I hate
Nick over
this
here
so
is
much.
like, "Oh my god, there was so much that happened."
So much already.
It'll slow down,
Wow.
maybe.
I don't think so.
Maybe. Hopefully. Hashtag one day. All right. So I spent most of my week staying up until 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning, keeping an eye on a 5,000+ viewer chat.
Let's go.
So that was pretty nice. Yeah, we did the Race to World first. The Omega Protocol Ultimate. There was a live stream that was tracking the whole thing. It was on Mog Talk. We were only up for the first 6 days because not everybody was, everybody's got work or whatever. So, they have to go, and they were only able to get a week off to actually do the coverage. At this point in time, there is still no world first clear of this fight. So,
contrary to anything you might have heard.
Contrary to anything you might have heard.
Next week, folks.
Yeah. We did raise $56,000 for Extra Life.
Hey,
that's phenomenal.
That's beautiful.
So many casters had to drink pilk.
I don't care how many times you explain that it's just a float. That's fucking disgusting.
They did such a wholesome breakdown of all the pilking days.
I hate it.
At the end.
I mean,
I'd rather
do the Vegemite.
It was great. It was like a compilation of pilk.
Yeah. Darian Hart ate some bread spread with Vegemite, and let me tell you what,
died. They fucking died.
I'd rather do the Vegemite. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They died, and they spread. They put too much.
I mean, a little bit goes a long way, doesn't it?
Too much.
Yeah, the best way to eat Vegemite is to eat Marmite.
Not wrong.
You're supposed to spread it with butter.
Yeah, toast warm butter, melt it on the butter first, then a thin spread of veggie or Marmite. That's how you're really supposed to do it.
Anyway, Darian died, turned into a ghost. It was hilarious. And then they made a bunch of puns, and then I died because the puns were destroying me, man. They were killing me. But yeah, $56,000 for Extra Life. We made Sam Talks delete both of his WoW, his both WoW and WoW Classic off his computer.
Sam offered, so it's Sam's fault.
Sam offered, Sam's fault. All right, we had a level 35 hype train. Yeah, it was
That's impressive.
He's not allowed to play WoW until he completes all the ultimates. So
oh my god, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He had to tell his WoW Classic raid that he's not going to be able to be playing WoW anymore.
That must have been awkward.
He's like, about that. Possibly, hopefully, getting him out to FanFest this year. So maybe hashtag.
Yeah, no, big clap to the Coursiers, the team for putting all that together too.
Yeah,
that was really good.
The production was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
they were getting in on the jokes. None of them had ever actually played 14 or whatever, but they were getting into it. They they literally learned pretty much most of the memes that they could or whatever, and they were just screwing around with like everything throughout the
Hell
entire
yes.
thing. So
That's
That is the
great.
correct way to jump headlong into a community.
They
Yeah.
underestimated the fervor and passion of the 14 community.
yeah, it was good. But more on that will be talked about next week because we have a special guest next week. That's all I'll say.
Ta-da!
I am gonna take this small segment because I am slightly contractually obligated to talk about a game called God of Rock.
Yes.
Being
Oh.
developed by Modus Games. It is a fighting rhythm game. You have two characters and they're fighting each other, and you are tapping face buttons on the there's like a guitar like track or whatever, and the face buttons come up and you have to hit them or whatever, and that your character hits like the other character and does damage, etc., and all that stuff. It's really hard to explain without actually showing somebody how it looks. But let me tell you, I'm either old and cannot play these types of games anymore, or I just actually suck. Because let me tell you what, I was showing Dalit earlier before he came in, Leak, and I think easy's too hard. I think
Easy's hard.
I think easy is too hard. I think there are too many notes on easy. Like I don't think easy is the correct descriptor for the level of easy. Because I grew up playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band or whatever, so I know what easy looks like on Guitar Hero Rock Band. There are very few seldom notes or whatever. There's not like that many, and it only covers about 3. I think for Guitar Hero Rock Band, you only have three buttons. All right, when you get up to like medium hard, that's when you get 4 buttons, and then when you get into expert, that's when you get all 5. But I feel like easy a little not the correct descriptor for it. Maybe they made an easier mode, and then took away some of the notes or whatever. I'd be like, okay, that'd be the correct, because I think at the moment it's easy, medium, hard. I don't want to say it's either God of Rock mode or there's one before God of Rock mode. One more before God of Rock mode. I couldn't remember.
Because my name came up, I'm just gonna put this out there. I have not played this whatsoever.
No, he watched me. He watched me play.
I've seen like 45 seconds at this point worth of gameplay. I don't know, from an outside perspective, I didn't think it looked that hard. I am terrible at these games, so I would struggle regardless. But the concept's really novel. I mean, a rhythm game that is also a fighting game. I mean, fighting games are just at the highest levels rhythm games with one step removed. So, I mean, yeah, this makes sense to me. There were, I mean, there were a lot of notes, but I don't know that it really did feel like that much. But if you compare it to games like I almost said Rocksmith. That's not correct. Guitar Hero. Then yeah, I mean, compared to its easy mode, I think this is a much harder experience. But
Yeah.
overall, I think if you're good at rhythm games, this is going to be fine for you.
Oh yeah. If you're good at something like Hatsune Miku Project Diva or whatever, you'll I'm actually kind of a little bit better at Hatsune Miku for some reason, and those notes are all over the place in that game. For some reason, like when I'm playing this one, I'm just like, it might be that the notes are like too small or whatever. I got old man eyes now. All right, so I have to like sit like fucking like 2 inches from the screen, to really focus on doing it. If there is a way to hook up a USB guitar to this and play, um, I might be a lot better at it. But there's also like fighting game combos to do like special moves in this as well. Because you've got quarter circle fucking
fighting game
R2 full
commands.
circle. Yeah, you have fighting game commands in there, to actually do special moves and stuff. And then when I did put it on God of Rock mode to see what it looked like, there are also like free hitting notes you can hit too to get more power up. So there I can see people really liking this game. It looks like it's a well made rhythm and fighting game, but like I don't know, I think I'm too old for this, man. My brain's too boomer. That being said, thank you to Modus Games for letting me try it out. So I might go. I'll probably go back and like practice a little bit more to see if I can actually get a little bit better at it. But right now I think there's like 10 to 15 tracks. There's like four different stages. And each stage has like different tracks. And there's like 6 characters you get to play as. But yeah, and there's an online mode, and Dalit saw me try to like use the online mode, but I think since it's a demo, and I don't know how many copies Modus gave out. Might not be that many people actually like playing it. So yeah, I mean it was fun. I just suck. So, yeah. Thank you, Modus Games, for letting me try that out. Other games. Arknights. As perpetual as Arknights is.
And it is.
Always playing Arknights. I don't think. Oh wait, no. I was about to say. I don't think I played any other games. I literally streamed fucking 14 for like 4 hours today. I was leveling up Machinist, and I'm like a couple 100,000 away from being level 90 on Machinist. So, I had to hop off to eat food before we do podcasts. Machinist was fun. Yeah, I still haven't done 6.3 story, so I'll get to that after I get Machinist 90. So yeah, that's all I did this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, mostly watching a chat.
I can keep mine brief. I played Arknights and that's it. I didn't play any other video games. I desperately wanted to.
10. Thought you were playing 10 this week, man.
So did I. Except every time I had free time, I seemed to be off doing anime.
Wait, let's see. Okay, you did anime for one night, and you were in the chat with us last night of your own free volition. So
yeah, well, I mean, last night I just gotten in from work, and then I need to burn a couple hours until
dude, that could have been a couple of hours of getting through the first couple hours of 10, man.
Yeah, I'd watch the first 3 cutscenes. Congratulations.
Yeah, true. Could have done that in call with us too.
I guess I could have. It's not like I don't know that goddamn script word for word at this point. Other than that, a lot of my stuff has been like pseudo house sitting this week, which was weird. As such, I ended up watching The Batman, Black Adam, and I think I'm scheduled to watch the second Suicide Squad movie. So there's at least that. But all of this is non-game related stuff. So it's really just been Arknights because that doesn't require me to, have a console or my PC.
Yeah.
No, that's genuinely all I've been up to. I look forward to the CC coming next year, though I did see a couple of videos wherein the monetization wing of specifically Overwatch was being interviewed about changing it. So I'm gonna have a look-see about that after this podcast. Well, that's not true. When I get back in from the gym after this podcast.
You can listen to it while you're at the podcast or while you're at the gym.
I would need to. No, because unfortunately I have that iPhone that doesn't do the headphone jacks, and all my headphones have jacks. I don't have AirPods.
But using
so
iPhones,
it would be a great idea, except I don't want to buy my own phone, so I just take what other people don't want to have anymore.
Okay.
Look, man, this is what happens when you're perpetually broke.
Yeah. Believe me, I know.
I have plans, but I mean, plans for upcoming weeks come at the end of the show. So for now, I managed to do nothing of value to the podcast. Hey,
Why even
Link, pick
on?
up. Yeah, it's truly, honestly. Link, pick up my slack, please.
So I said I might play Elden Ring. I didn't do that.
Unfortunately.
But what I did do was I got Red Dead Online for free. So I
Oh,
did the hee haw clip clops. That's what I did.
huh.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw clip
How you
clop.
finding it? I mean, I know it's new for you, so
So
you're gonna have a bunch of new stuff to do.
I mean, I've watched the main game being played through, so I know the story of the main game.
Mm-hmm.
Online has its own mini story and lots and lots and lots of dailies and stuff, quests to do. It has a free roam and then various other modes for like specifically jobs or heists or whatever, right? Um,
Oh, does
so
it?
it's very much
I'm genuinely surprised to hear this because all the news I heard about Red Dead Online had been negative.
oh
Not
well,
because it's a
I'm
bad
getting to that.
game, but
I'm getting
okay,
to that. It's not
okay,
perfect at all, but what I like about it is stuff I made fun for myself. So I was playing with friends because you could play with friends, right?
yeah.
So yeah, you can make a posse. You can go into each other's worlds and make a posse. Um, it's awkward because to add a friend on the online, you have to have the Rockstar account, and to actually add them as a friend, you have to get out of the game to go to the Rockstar account to add them there, and it's annoying to jump in and out because it's a Steam game that I'm playing through. But whatever, right? Eventually worked it all out. Otherwise, getting into a posse and stuff is easy peasy. There was this weird. I don't know if it was just our bad luck at the time, but there was this like weird glitchy dude that ran up to us and then made us all glitch, and then we just couldn't get on our horses and whatever. And after that, one person turned into a UFO, one person turned into a turtle, and then a boar. And then
What?
we're running around going, "What the fuck is happening?" And then
What?
we all logged out. I don't
Wait,
know what.
Okay.
Yeah,
this is new
what
jank
the
to me.
fuck?
I've heard a lot of
It
jank
was
about this game.
so janky. So yeah, just that. That was just on that particular day. I've encountered that though. Roaming around by myself. I'm delighted by the scenery. The environment is
Oh my god, it's so
fantastic.
pretty.
It's perpetually just going on and on and on. You can just
Here's the West.
seamlessly travel. It's beautiful. The weather system is phenomenal. The weather system is phenomenal. The day and night cycles, the sunsets are gorgeous. I can happily just travel on my horse. The horse animations, the horse emotes, and stuff like that.
So intricate.
Yeah,
So
Red Dead 2
fucking
was like that as
good.
well.
So good. I said, okay, I'm just going to spend 1 hour and just wind down. And actually, it's really relaxing just riding your horse.
I
I'm going to just do
bet.
that. I spent hours. I found like, I came out of my horse days. I was like, shit, I'm a horse girl now.
It came late, but it
Oh
happened.
no.
Oh
No, but
shit,
it's
I'm a horse
really
girl
great.
now.
Oh,
But you
tarnation.
know, it makes sense that like you can turn Red Dead Online into a walking sim if you want, and it's super compelling all the same.
Really is. And I had fun just doing the little dailies by myself. You get your little base camp who's like handled by an NPC called Crips, and you can like eventually anyway, when you get enough money and stuff, you can like put your base camp into a theme. You can dress up the person who helps with the camp, and you can, do that all that kind of thing. There's ways to fast travel. Who wants to fucking fast travel?
It does
You just
seem like
you don't want to
like
do
it's
that.
a, yeah, it seems like it takes away something from this game.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose when you're doing stuff in a posse, whatever, right? But
Oh,
when you're
sure
just
enough.
roaming, it's just absolutely wonderful just to run around. Um, I mean, there's like matchmaking stuff that isn't too bad. I mean, like I switched off all the communications, so it was just like run
Smart.
around, point emote, whatever. I'm not gonna talk to randoms on the internet. uh, Especially after all the UFO shenanigans. Holy fuck. Yeah, yeah, I mean the matchmaking stuff you could do with the main story is fine. It runs well enough. I mean it's as you would expect. I mean the main game story is great. The main game story is great. So I mean everything is still voice acted. That's great. And yeah, I had lots of fun just doing my own thing. And that's what I want.
Oh,
Nice.
that sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, I got my own downtime game. Hooray.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I'm really happy to hear, especially when you brought up like the various amounts of like dailies and so on, because that's where, having not played it, I'd heard the most about that game, and it was always negative. Like there's the whole save Red Dead or resurrect Red Dead or whatever the hashtag was, that there just wasn't anything to do in it, and people had gotten had finished essentially, which was a weird thing to hear about.
Well, they put all their shit into bloody Grand Theft Auto, don't they? So
That is certainly true, which is why I figured that was probably true. But
yeah.
it seems like the plan was just never to keep Red Dead as a long term thing. It sounds like if you pick up Red Dead as like a gift somewhere and you play it, you'll have a couple months worth of content, and then you'll just eventually run out.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. But I mean, like, if you just, I'm just happy to roam around. It's just, like I said, it's just really nice. I will say, though, I do not feed that horse enough for it to shit that much. Every time it stops. What the fuck?
The horse got a poo,
You
man.
love it.
It really does. It gotta go. Holy crap.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
Yeah, that's what I did this week.
I
Nice.
respect it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since we're out of that, it's time for Little's question of the week. He actually stopped by this week.
Hey,
Even though-
hey, little.
Even though he talked to me on stream and he was like, I wish I would have known who you guys were getting on, or I wouldn't have asked this question this week. I told him he could input another question, but he didn't. So what a lazy person. He goes, hello everyone. Hope all is well. Things are good on my end. Just slow playing Crisis Core and watching the Trails anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has just one question this week. Are we all zoomed out properly? That is. I won't explain that. I won't explain that joke until next week. But yeah.
Smile.
So we're all zoomed out properly. We're all zoomed out appropriately. How about that?
See everything. It's fine.
Yeah. NASA does not control the stream. Sorry. No James Webb Telescope here. Ah, all right. Well,
nothing is under the microscope.
we're not on billboards this time.
Oh, focus. We're focusing in.
Houston, I think we have a problem. Houston would not believe what I'm seeing right now. All right, we got some news this week. Surprisingly enough, nothing to actually really like sit down and have like fucking long ass conversations with. Yeah. This week there was that Microsoft / Bethesda little game show conference type thing that they were doing, where they only showed games that were already previously announced, or slightly talked about them. The big one that had details was Forza Motorsports. New Forza Motorsport. They detailed that it's going to have over 500 cars. 100 has never been seen in the series before. There'll be over 800 unique upgrades, 20 environments built ground up in engine, and it's a 2023 release date for Xbox and PC. So, yeah.
So car porn, and it looks good.
Yeah. I mean,
I will always prefer the Horizon Forza drop, but like
mhm.
Motorsport is a beautiful game, and the ray tracing of that is stellar. The game looks great. Obviously, it sounds amazing. And if you've played any of the recent Forza games, you know that these games handle like a dream.
Yeah. I've been tempted the past like week or so to pick up Gran Turismo 7. So I was like, man, I kind of want to play a driving game, but I don't want to play Forza Horizon 5 because I mean, I played that enough, and I'm not sure if I want to do the open world thing at the moment, or I just want to pick a car and just do some tracks, something like that. So who knows? Maybe I'll pick up Gran Turismo 7 at some point. But yeah, Forza Motorsport actually looks really good too. So.
Well, if you're interested in just playing a driving game, as I recall, another addition to Game Pass this week was Need for Speed Unbound.
Oh, that's on Game Pass?
As far as I'm aware, it is.
All right, well, I guess I'm gonna try that out because I was also almost tempted to buy Need for Speed Unbound a few weeks ago because I looked it up on Steam and I was, but if it's on Game Pass now, then I won't have to pay for it. I'll just download it.
Hey,
Yeah.
take a look. See, if I'm a liar, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure I saw it on the list.
Yeah. I mean, I could just look it up. Xbox app. Next up, Callisto Protocol updated its game a few weeks before the update was actually supposed to come out, just to get ahead of the Dead Space remake.
It's adorable.
Given Callisto Protocol new game plus and some bug fixes. But yeah, I mean, they're like, oh no, we should put new game plus in this game because Dead Space remake will also have new game plus in it, and yeah, we need people to play our game over again.
I'll be damned, genuinely, if that's the reasoning. If they feel like they had their hands forced by Dead Space to do this, like I don't know what to tell you. If you they are correctly worried about Dead Space, as I'm pretty sure that is getting nothing but rave reviews. But like a new game plus is not what that game is missing. I mean, it is obviously, but that's not like the key point. These games are just fundamentally different, despite sitting in the same niche. And Dead Space is, to my knowledge, one of the best games of its genre still. So I mean, it really just had nothing to do but impress, and it came out absolutely swinging.
Mm-hmm. I am not seeing Need for Speed Unbound on Game Pass, so.
Apologies, I have lied to you.
Yeah. But you know what it is on Game Pass?
Go on then.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, it is.
So I could download that and play that. Speaking of Hi-Fi Rush, we're going to talk about an interview with Phil Spencer by IGN.
Yeah.
Phil Spencer went on to say that 2022 had few first-party releases. Well, no duh. They literally released like no games since fucking Halo Infinite. Hi-Fi Rush, it shadow dropped. They barely even fucking like advertised this game. Shadow dropped, and he sees that as a success. By the way, I'm hearing nothing but good things about Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, it's been nothing but like actual praise.
Yeah. The team at Tango is working hard, and the head over there, Shinji Mikami, feels that his leadership and experience can go a long way under Microsoft's leadership, I guess. He says he has plans for Microsoft, so hopefully he can bring over some.
Sure. I don't know about Mikami doing well under Microsoft leadership, but I certainly know that Microsoft doing well under Mikami's understanding of the Eastern market.
Yeah.
That's certainly what I think is going to come from this. Like Mikami is a tenured vet in the industry with a bunch of well-known titles. Um, like he has the reach for what they want to do. Not to mention, he currently, as I understand it, is heading up Tango. So
Yeah.
this is just a perfect starter. And this is absolutely something that will appeal to more than just the usual Western fan
Mhm.
base, because it takes so much from anime and from Eastern inspired games already. I think this is a fantastic look if this is the way that Microsoft is willing to move, to have your typical Microsoft games, the games that we expect from Microsoft, especially now that they have Bethesda, but also have this appeal that'll be able to go beyond the usual audience, since it's really been Sony being the JRPG box.
Yeah.
So I think there will be actual room for um, new exciting things coming from Microsoft, presuming they put out any games.
Yeah. Presuming
Yeah.
they actually put out any games. Tango is known for like I think most recently outside of Hi-Fi Rush they did Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So and they are I think their developer also they're published by Bethesda Softworks. So
That I
so I
didn't know.
yeah. So when Microsoft bought Bethesda, they in turn got Tango with them. So so yeah, that's hopefully I think the tweet said Microsoft please treat this man well.
No,
So
truly, he can do
yeah,
nothing but good things for you if you let him.
yeah. So we will see. Phil Spencer went on to say he's more confident that in the Activision Blizzard deal than he was a year ago. I'm not sure why he's so confident, but he's confident, I guess, for some reason.
Look, I applaud the confidence, but I feel really interesting about this compared to a year ago when I said, they'll probably get it. Now they're being sued for trying to get it, so I feel less confident. But Phil definitely knows something that we don't know.
Cue the VTuber clip. Have confidence.
You gotta fake it until you make it, right?
Just so.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He's trying to not let Jim Ryan see the sweat come off of his head ever.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan will jump on that immediately. And he says that 343 and Halo are critically important for Xbox. I mean, duh.
I mean, that is actually true, so fair enough.
Yeah. So apparently there's some big plans over at 343. They are going to be continuing doing Halo, but it looks like it's mainly focused on multiplayer and certain other things. But like, I mean, they had massive cuts over there. I know there was before the big layoffs that happened last week. Microsoft, no, 343 in general has had actually like very like most of their staff is just like very bad at their job. And so whether the 10,000 layoffs were going to happen or not, apparently a lot of 343 was going to be let go anyway.
Yeah.
So I have heard that their management over there was like absolutely horrible. So we will see. They just kind of need to like, actually maybe fix Halo Infinite and, actually do something with it, or maybe just say fuck Halo Infinite and do everything from scratch again and make a new Halo and be like, okay, this is our new, like, not a reboot or anything, but just like, push Infinite off to the side and be like, okay, we're done with that. Make a new Halo, make it good. So I got to do.
According to the last thing I read before I popped in, which I very, very quickly looked at, that does seem to be the way that they're going, starting from scratch story-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll find out what that means in the year to come, I imagine. Probably a couple years.
Reportedly, Far Cry 7 and multiplayer are reportedly being worked on by Ubisoft. But I mean, what isn't being worked on at Ubisoft right now.
It's gracious.
You know what needs to be worked on? Them not having fucking Gimel. That's what needs to be working
Yeah,
on.
there's a lot in turmoil over there. My heart goes
Um,
out to all the rank and file.
yeah. Very sad news. Actress Annie Wershing, who played Tess in the Last of Us video game, the voice and the motion cap for Tess, she passed away from cancer this week,
Yeah. She did other
age
things too.
45.
She was the Bog Queen in the Picard series and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's
So
pretty
young.
unfortunate. Yeah,
Fuck
very young.
cancer.
Seriously, fuck cancer.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
So
I feel for her children and her spouse.
yeah, so give everybody that's connected her like love and support and everything. E3 is happening this year, but we don't know what's going to be at it because Microsoft, PlayStation, and Nintendo aren't. But Microsoft, PlayStation, and Nintendo haven't been at an E3 in like ever,
4
pretty much.
years, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think they stopped. They honestly kind of stopped doing E3 stuff like right before COVID happened, and then COVID
Yeah,
happened, and then
COVID wasn't the reason, but COVID certainly made them all feel very confident about separating themselves physically from the event.
yeah.
I did like Aqua's comment after we've posted the article. It was like, oh, E3 is just going to be a place, I guess.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
a place.
that's fair enough.
Oh, so I guess it's just gonna be a place. Hey, E3's going on. Yeah, but Summer Games Fest is going on right now.
It,
'Cause-
like, it's kind of sad. Like, Keeley definitely came out, and I believe him when he says he did not plan to replace E3. It just happened that E3 was in such a horrendous spot for what it wanted to do, given the climate, that everyone just naturally gravitated to Jeff, who was somehow, despite being newer in the scene, better put together.
he's a very charismatic guy.
I mean, like I say, he's new in the scene, and I just mean as like a host for this section of the
Yeah.
year. Like this,
Yeah.
this is what he does for a living, though. So
Jeff Keighley's connection's the man.
yeah, no joke.
Yeah, he's like I know everybody in the industry. Straight
But
up.
having,
How do I know everybody in the industry? I've got no idea, but I do.
because he's been doing this for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff, I have no idea how old you are. But as far as like E3 being a place, that's kind of true. Like, I'm sure there will be third-party reps being there that'll have things on presentation, but it's what I said following your "this is going to be a place." And this is still going to be some place that I imagine industry folk will use to meet up, and they'll
Yeah.
chat, they'll cut deals, they'll do what industry folk do.
It'll be like a
In-
tech showcase more than
Just
anything.
so. As far as what the consumer expects of like the E3 time of year, however, I do believe that Key 3 has undone E3.
Key 3. You just
Key
said
3, yep, I said it.
I mean, yeah, Microsoft usually has their own type of conference that they'll do. Sony's got the state of play that they can do. Nintendo's just honestly, just really never really been at E3 for quite some time because they have their own direct. Key 3 happens, and then all the stuff around that, like what is it, PC gaming show and all that stuff. They have their own like little thing to do. And it's just kind of cheaper to do an online type of show than it is to actually like do a full on like game like presentations and shit at a conference. But yeah, no, industry leaders will probably be like, okay, well, I'm going to E3 to meet up a few people. There might be some backdoor or some backroom type like showings of stuff that they don't want the public to see. And yeah, I mean, it hasn't been E3 that I've been excited for the past like 4 or 5 years. It's been June and July.
Correct.
The summer of gaming is what it is. It's the summer of gaming, and it's where like every fucking week we have to talk about something different or like a whole list of fucking like announcements and stuff. So
Yes.
you know what also sucks? We have to do
Vacuum
that
cleaners?
on. All right, that was your last episode.
That's completely understandable. It's been a fun run.
No, we're gonna have Summer of Gaming on top of all of the games that come out in June and July. Fucking end of July's Fan Fest.
It's true. End
It's
of June
rough.
is 16.
Beginning of June is Reverie, or beginning of July is Reverie. Beginning of June is Street Fighter 6.
True.
There's so much
That's
stuff.
so much.
So much. But yeah. So E3. Rumbleverse announces their servers are going to be going offline on February 28th. This
I'm
game
genuinely
very
surprised by this.
short-lived, like extremely
Was, isn't
short-lived.
it?
Yeah, like, and as far
Came
as
out in
I can
August.
tell, like, everyone in that thread is like super down about it. It's like, wow, really? This game, man, you were so good about getting to our complaints. And I watched a bunch of content creators play through it, and they seem to enjoy it before moving on, as content
Yeah.
creators do. But it seemed like a lot of people like this was their BR, for lack of a better word. So, I wonder what
Well,
led to this.
I do wonder. Like, it came after Multiverses, and like, I don't know. Even Multiverses, I've heard not much about since the
Yeah,
content creators moved
very
away.
true. Very,
yeah.
very true.
Well, Multiverse is one of those things that probably will just still stay up because
It's
it's
a
just a fight.
it
It's just a fighting
yeah,
game.
just so. Just so.
um, Rumbleverse I mean, it's published by Epic Games, but it's created by Iron Galaxy. It's a brawler battle royale. And I'm assuming you get it under well partially you get it under the Epic Games Store, but you can get it on like PlayStation and Xbox and all that. But I mean, we're in this time where battle royales, I think they have kind of just ran. They've done their run. They've had their run. All right. You're never gonna get as big as Fortnite. All right. Fortnite is actually beyond a battle royale now. It is literally a place to live. All right.
True.
Um, you're not gonna have the level of people that play Warzone in a battle in like just a new battle royale made by like maybe some indie developer. I just don't understand. I think they've just ran their course. I think
Yeah,
we need
I
this.
think the time for trend chasing is over. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's not to say that like the BR as a genre is dead, but in
Mhm.
order to excel now, you're going to have to put out such a proficiently and technically solid game with such a good gimmick. And
Yeah.
like
And shop.
I genuinely do believe that's hard to do in a genre that essentially is primarily made up of people that just want to run to the next spot, shoot something, and drop them as fast as possible.
Yeah. And shop and battle pass.
It's true, and that's got to be there in order to continue the game, but not so obtuse that people will make a complaint
FOMO.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
And moreover, in terms of having a gimmick, your gimmick kind of has to be like seamlessly integrated, but not core. Because as we
Yeah.
found out with Fortnite, a lot of people, once building wasn't a thing anymore, just gravitated towards that mode. And
Yeah.
frankly, good. Building was awful.
Yeah.
It just became a case of how well can you build?
There wasn't
Yeah.
so much fault as in build a wall in the way. That was
I was
it.
like, build a tower and like construct. Can you construct your sniper tower under 2 seconds? No, you lost the duel.
Yeah.
Are you an ADHD zoomer? No. Well, then you're not going to be able to play this game correctly.
And that's not to say there was no skill in it. Holy crap, they were so good at that.
Yeah.
But I absolutely understand why that was frustrating and not fun to play against.
Yeah.
And so now we get to the point of like, what do you even make a battle royale now? Like, the wrestling battle royale has now failed, so like that gimmick. So clearly, a melee centric one isn't the way to go.
Hmm.
So you stay with guns, and now you have to compete against Fortnite and Warzone, two absolute juggernauts. So I mean, oof,
Yeah.
it's a
Saying
rough
that, though, I
time.
went to Fall Guys recently, and that looks just like Fortnite in terms of shop and battle pass
Yeah,
and layout and
Mhm.
like what the
Well,
fuck?
the Fortnite battle
Fortnite's
pass.
battle pass is actually a good model.
It is, and everyone's copying it.
Yes, and this is the thing. Fortnite has a battle pass that I am convinced the executives in Epic hate
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have to buy it every month. Or how
Yeah.
long is it? It's about a month, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
A season. There you go. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
So I know the executives hate this, but they make money so many other ways it doesn't actually matter. Everyone else copies it because the player base will always now go to Fortnite as that is the example of a good battle pass that respects the player's time because it's it takes time enough to get through, and once you get through it, you can just use those credits to pay for the next
Jim
one.
Byron, yeah.
It's now the job of that organization to make you use those credits on anything else, so you then do have to buy the battle pass again. But at that point, it's forgivable because as a consumer, you don't have to.
I mean, people just buy V-Bucks anyway, so.
And that's why it's not an issue for Fortnite. But it's like this
Yeah.
has come up recently, and I said this at the top of the hour, or top of the hour. I'm sorry, this isn't a news broadcast. I said at the top of the
hour.
show. I said at the top of the show that Overwatch. I saw that the devs are chatting with notable personalities about their monetization. I wonder if we aren't going to see the addition of, and this is what's really important from the Battle Pass system, currency in it to allow the players to be able to get that next Battle Pass. So, yeah, like Fortnite has its model down. It's going to remain a juggernaut until people get tired of
Mhm.
Fortnite. Not because they're going to run out of things to do. Fortnite has been so good at staying relevant. It's actually genuinely terrifying.
Yeah. Every publisher wants a Fortnite. That's the issue. So, 'cause
Yeah, and frankly, why wouldn't you?
every publisher wants a Fortnite because every person on the stocks wants every investor wants their publisher to have a Fortnite. So,
And it's a symptomatic of a bigger issue, right?
yeah.
We've entered a stage, and I'll keep this brief because this could be a whole show unto itself.
Yeah.
We've entered a stage where games are being bullied into being free to play, which has a bunch of upsides, but comes with a bunch of downsides. And if you're free to play, you have to be able to be monetized, and that leads to this battle pass. And when there is a king of the hill that seemingly has everything done and down right, that's where everyone's copying from. But yeah, that's a conversation that could go on forever. So
Yeah. Well, speaking on the same note of games shutting down, Apex Legends mobile is
specifically the mobile.
specifically mobile announces their servers will the service is going to end May 1st. This was actually extremely surprising.
What do they know that we don't? Because this is weird.
Yeah, because people played played Apex Legends on mobile.
Yeah,
A
it was
lot.
like one of the first ones to do it really well in the West. Like this was like a success. So
Yeah. Does that mean Apex Legends might go down at some point in time?
Unlikely. It's very popular now, and it's still has people paying in the game. So I imagine that's not going to happen. But then
Yeah.
again, if you had asked me 2 days ago, hey, do do you think, Dollet, that they're going to get rid of the mobile Apex Legends port? I would say
You just said the
no.
same thing.
What? No, absolutely not. It's rock solid and people use it. Of course they're not.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what they know. What data did they get that this is the correct move forward? Because this is obviously going to be something that's data driven.
The world may never know. Going back to Roboverse, people that have made purchases through
Yes,
since Rumbleverse's launch, they are going to be eligible for a refund. You know,
that's so sick.
something Avengers didn't do.
That's so sick. Like there's going to be so much goodwill around
Yeah.
this. People are already heartbroken that it's leaving. They're doing so much good. They're unlocking as much as they can for the foreseeable future until the game goes down. You'll be able
Mhm.
to like earn everything, and yeah, it's just really sick. It's super sick.
Yeah, the message from Respawn about Apex Legends was, we made the painful decision to sunset Apex Legends Mobile. The decision does not come with ease. Factors beyond our control have prevented us from maintaining the high quality experience and content that our players deserve. As a result, the game will sunset on May 1st to 2023 at 4 p.m. PT, after which it will no longer be playable. Our gratitude to our players and teams for joining us on Apex Legends Mobile, even if for a short while, is unending. And from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Yeah.
I wonder if this means that they were running into the 14 PS3 PS4 issue, where they wanted to develop things and aspects of the game that would not translate well to mobile, and so it was now seen as an obstacle and
Hmm.
not an extra revenue source. Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get. Like I said, this is gonna be something
Possible,
data
yeah.
driven. I imagine.
Yeah.
I hope that they say more at some point.
Mm-hmm. Another thing from Respawn. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is pushed back to April 28th. This is to do some extra bug fixes and quality of life stuff, and just, pretty much more QA. This
Yeah.
is always good. Telluriza announced they're pushing theirs back a month last week. So,
Yep, there was a big announcement. They said that the game is content complete.
Yeah.
So this does just feel like they were running into bugs that they were worried might impact day one players, and just want to polish it up. And
Yeah.
after the thunderous splash that the first game made, and all the hype
Mhm.
surrounding the second, I'm sure they would hate to have bad press on release.
Yep. I mean, Star Wars Jedi. Star Wars Jedi is, like, honestly the only good game that's come out of EA lately. So,
Yeah, I mean that is just the talking point, and whether it's true or not, that's how people feel. So like this game does need to be another W.
yeah. We got some Resident Evil 4 remake details today as well. Today being January 31st. Technically, it's the first for me, February 1st. But we got this yesterday, technically. All right. So yeah, so we got some details and some screenshots. There will be side quests. There will be new enemies. There is a new crossbow weapon. There are no QTEs. I repeat,
God
there are
bless.
no QTEs outside of the parrying stuff with your knife and shit.
Fantastic. This old man is so happy he gets to enjoy the cutscenes.
Yeah. No in the middle of random cutscene. There's a fucking boulder coming down. You need to tap fucking X or square,
Jump
and then
scare! Congratulations, Leon just lost his head.
and then quickly press R2 or something to jump to the side. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can carry multiple knives, more than one knife you can have. Your knives are destructible in this game, so
Yeah, the shook us, doll it.
yeah,
Shook us.
I don't like
shook
this.
it. But I mean, it makes sense because in the original RE4 you could not parry chainsaws, but you can parry chainsaws in this one.
Yeah,
Chainsaws are gonna fuck up a knife.
I guess if you just parry right, it'll only take a point of like
True.
damage or something.
True.
So just gotta be on point with the parries.
Gotta get good. Gotta get good. You get good with your knives. All right, get good with your knives. Press R3 to hear Ashley go, Leon, help me, Leon, help, help. R3 will command Ashley, so you get ready to tell this annoying little girl to
Sit in every dumpster you find.
sit in every
Not
dumpster
because
you
she's
find.
trash, but because genuinely that's how you play this game.
Safe. Keep us
Just
safe.
tell her she's trash. Yeah.
I genuinely like the girl for Ashley. She doesn't have those satellites hanging off her head anymore.
Yeah, true.
They were
That's
distracting.
me.
She was pretty, but she just had these huge saucers, and it was so distracting. She's lovely though.
Yeah.
The fans said this so much they gave her a new fucking hairstyle.
Yeah, bless them for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
This cute,
Bullying. What?
this
Go
cute
teach
little
people
bob.
bullying
Oh
works.
yeah. Nope. This is good. I'm happy the devs were like, you know what? A bob would solve this over the ears.
Be careful about who you make fun of in high school. So, and then Capcom said they didn't want to start from scratch, but turn everything to 11, which means they're taking a lot from the original RE4, unlike what they did with RE2, where they pretty much made that from the bottom up. So expect a very similar experience to RE4, but different. So
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, so far the trend is that kind of thing. Like, hey, the new Dead Space remake, really good apparently, even though it's not exactly the same. So I have high hopes for this too.
Yes.
hey man, all I had to do was be better than Callisto Protocol, which wasn't hard. So
Well, they made it just as good as Dead Space, but better.
yeah,
That's
I
good.
mean, and last but not least, this is a rumor, unconfirmed, but there is apparently a report out that Amazon has bought the rights to Tomb Raider for $600 million, supposedly maybe USD. We don't know the actual currency for it. Now,
I am so ready to laugh at them.
No.
The information that comes out is so important to whether or not I point and laugh or I respect this decision.
Yeah. So pretty much, there's not a lot of details out about it. And a lot of the assumptions are that Amazon is buying the film and merchandising rights to Tomb Raider, maybe not the actual gaming rights, because that could still be put under Embracer to actually make some video games for it. But yeah, we do not know much of anything. And Ralph specifically said if Amazon bought Tomb Raider for $600 million when fucking Square sold it for $50, he's just gonna sit there and laugh because
I agree with him. I think he absolutely nailed it.
This is Skill Up Dude, by the way, if you don't know.
Oh yeah, for those who don't,
Skill Up.
Just throw out his name. Yeah, like, if you don't remember, Square more or less gave away its Western stuff. Like they just were not interested in like bartering at all. Apparently, it was
like what, $300,000 for Crystal Dynamics.
as far as like a company is concerned, this was given away.
Yeah.
So the fact that Amazon was willing to pick it up isn't in itself surprising. Like Tomb Raider, despite what I said before starting, it's a well known IP, right?
Mm-hmm.
That said, 600 million for what was essentially given away is a bad deal.
Yeah,
And
and we don't know if it's the game rights or the filming rights because that's different.
just so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if it is the filming rights, I mean, that's like I can't then laugh at them essentially because it's a brilliant idea, especially Leak. I think it was you were saying like with the success of The Last of Us,
Yeah.
which is a very fair thing to say.
Mhm.
I just watched episode 1 today, as a matter of fact. It's really
Good.
good. So,
I know. I
surprise,
need to
surprise!
watch it. Yeah.
If you don't try to retell this story and you give people what they actually want, they'll enjoy it. So episode 1 is brilliant, and if you were then to like make a successful story off of Tomb Raider, which has had its own movies, whether or not they're successful is another story. I like
Cool.
the first one myself. I'm gonna be honest, but like these like with the new games out, these are stories you could tell. So that is understandable. And if they get the merchandising, that's where all the money is in gaming anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, the question is, who do we laugh at? Do we laugh at Amazon or do we laugh at Square? All right.
I think Square is actually safe in this. They clearly didn't want it, so getting rid of it
Yeah.
was just like
But they could have got $600 million.
I mean, look, we were confused at the time for how little they sold it for. It's still weird to me, no matter how much, like, really 300, whatever. It was strange then, it's strange now. I don't know if we laugh at Square. Square's been making a lot of really weird decisions, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Most of it surrounding what they were willing to give away and the reason they were doing it. Let's not forget, this is all to further their NFT nonsense.
Yeah, they doubled down on that.
I like to not think about
Last
that.
year begins, the president comes out, says NFT shenanigans, we point and laugh. 2023 comes around, and what does he do? He doubles down. This mad lad. We still don't respect this decision, by the by. It's still bad. Stop.
Yeah.
I'd rather it was just Parasite Eve, but that's going back to a previous topic.
If only it was Parasite Eve. If only.
If only.
But yeah. That's all the news this week. Or that's all what I wrote down. There might have been some few things, but nothing like super important.
I don't think that sense out to me now.
Wait, where's that Monster Hunter thing you blinked?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Monster Hunter is going to have a event
Digital showcase.
digital
Yeah.
showcase this week. Starting today, actually. Today for me. At
Oh.
3 p.m. PST, so 6 o'clock EST. So yeah. We'll talk about that not next week because we have a topic next week that we'll be talking about.
Yep.
Just know that me and Dollar will be like, yeah, super hype for more Monster Hunter jazz.
You love me some Monster Hunter.
Oh, why did they do that? So I made the mistake of bloody scrolling down the link, the link tweets for this, and someone replied with bloody Kezu's face all close
Yeah,
up.
of course
and
they
I'm
have.
like, why?
Of course they have.
I know Dalit was talking about how people pretty much already data mined who the Elder Dragon is going to be. You know?
Well,
I
that's
wasn't
just
I wasn't gonna
cheeky.
bring it up.
That's just cheating.
I mean, I'm not gonna say who it is.
Yeah,
whatever, but
don't do it.
But keep in mind, this digital event will be to talk about the upcoming additions to Sunbreak. In previous patches, we've had new, I almost said characters, I guess, new monsters be revealed. We can expect one this time, and if the leaks are true, we know who it is. But that's spoilers.
Yep, that is spoilers. What are you guys doing this week? What are we doing this week?
Final Fantasy X if I can.
So, Dalit, let's watch some anime.
More yeehaw clip clops.
Oh, I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
I need to start thinking about Dark and Darker because that's in like 9-10 days now.
Yeah, it's close. Oh, wow. It's that close?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I still need to put the video out for it. Fuck.
have
Fucking
every
yeah,
faith
fuck
in
kitty
you.
fuck. Blah blah blah. Yeah,
Nah.
that's what I need to do.
More Arc Nights for me. Just logging in and doing LMD and the fucking experience tickets so I can Just gotta
This
blast
week-
this healer up. Gotta blast
Yeah,
this
this-
healer up. So
This week is CC, so depending on how far you get through, you'll get a bunch of free stuff from that.
I don't even know what CC is.
Don't worry. There's another event coming, and you'll be able to do stuff surrounding it. Even if you don't do the CC, all of the nodes are active, so you'll be able to farm whatever you need.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what CC is. So I mean,
Well, you'll find out next week.
yeah. And yeah, been playing some more 14. I'm gonna go through 6.3 story.
Hey.
Maybe poke Leak and tell her to actually get on 14 to do the damn Endwalker, because she's still not done Endwalker yet. Learn Machinist, because when I hit 90, that's when I'll look up a opener and rotation guide to actually get my fingers used to playing that. Because I think I'm gonna main Machinist for a while. I'm gonna think I'm main
More
Machinist
power
for a
to
while.
you. I've never enjoyed that class. I will happily sit here with my dancer and my bard.
They changed it a bit. They gave hypercharge hypercharge stacks now.
Yeah, I saw that there had
instead of
been
just being
adjustments to certain classes.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. I hope you enjoy yourself, because then you can teach me if I
We
ever
got
come back.
Disassemble back. We got Disassemble back.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been pretty fun.
Something.
It's like the one physical range that I was like kind of like super interested in. Like I like Dancer, but Dancer's also kind of boring, and I'm sorry, Dalit, but Bard's also kind of boring.
Oh, why do you think I play these classes? I play these two classes because they're brain dead. No, like I'm not here. Look, I play these classes. It's not because I like the aesthetic. I've done nothing but complain about Bard aesthetic since ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just play them because they're easy. I can turn my brain off and I can actually do mechanics.
But Machinist has gun, and some of those guns actually look pretty nice. I actually got a new glamour. I got a new
Machinist
glamour.
looks great, always.
I got new banging looking glamour that I got off of Eorzea collection, because I would just randomly look on there and I was like, what? I need some Machinist glamour. And then I've been going around looking at people's adventure plates, and let me tell you what. 14's got some degenerates. 14's got some. I'll tell you one that I found in a minute, but after we end this. But yeah, if you've that's all I'm gonna do this week, most likely. So if you've gotten this far, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and yeah, don't press those buttons, please, and be on the lookout for next week, as we have a special guest. And we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Kupo. Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely